Hey, my wonderful Sagittarius placements. Christina here with Ginger Mama Tarot, coming at you with your June Tartoscope. So what's coming in for the month of June for you? What do you need to know? You know, when I was channeling for you, oh yeah, I was going to say, first card out the gate is a tower. I was going to say what I was channeling was like a big like bonfire, but like it felt angry, okay? It felt like a lot of like rage. And that's okay, by the way. We all hold rage and anger, all right? But the question is, how are we taking this out on others? How are we channeling that, okay? Emotions are anger in motion. So we have to move that energy, and we have to be very mindful about how we do that. Sometimes we snap at others, or we're quick to judge others, or we get on others, when at the end of the day, we need to learn how to channel our own anger. And so some great ways to do that, yes, can be like exercise and movement. But at the same time, many people, it's like they go to like a gym or something, they're around too many other people. For you, Sagittarius, I feel like many of you need to be in stillness. Like you need to make up your mind and say, hey, look, clearly something's going on with the collective, the world, with me. I need time alone. I need to take a break. Maybe it's a break from work. Maybe it's a break from a relationship. Maybe it's a break from all of it. Maybe you're traveling too much. Maybe you're doing too much, okay? You need to slow it the hell down. Sorry guys, but like this energy just feels like my crown. It's like what have you guys been doing? I feel like you were like 2022 and you just go and like source is like continually like roadblock and you're like, I don't care, I'm gonna keep going. And source is like, okay, you're really gonna have a hard time if you don't slow down. And you're just like, I don't care. So up to you. Tower moments come in all different ways, guys. They could be a financial hiccup. They could be a car breaking down, a parking ticket. They could be someone getting sick, you getting sick. They could be financial problems, all different things. But I think at the core of this, the truth is many of you this month are going to be in your head because what you need to be focused on is your own worthiness. So often people, no matter what their position is in life or their career or their status, they look to others and think there's something more to attain. That person has more than me. I need to look like that person. I need to have that career. I need to be better and better or else I am worthless. And that is so sad. Like to me, I want to like wrap you in a blanket and hold you and be like, no, loves, understand the anger you feel. And as an Aries, by the way, I've had a lot too. The core of that is sadness in understanding that you never were fully accepted for who you were from the beginning. That you felt like you had to please other people. You had to be someone other than yourselves. And depending on how long you've been doing that, that's a lot to unpack. And so for many of you, you're being called like the death here to like rebirth the way you view your happy life. What is a happy, balanced life? With family, with friends, with lovers. Like you have this here. Rainbows could be significant this month as well. But so many of you, it's like I feel like you're in this hyper masculine energy. The Emperor here is Aries energy. But at the same time with that fire, like Sagittarius, like many of you, it's like you're hyper in that energy. And the question becomes, are you happy with what you are doing? What are you doing? Because whatever you're doing right now is draining you. Whatever. Do you hear the church bells going off? Whatever you're doing is draining you. Friends, family, job, lovers. I feel like some of you are like dating too many people. Some of you are just working too much. Like whatever you're doing, it's draining you. And the question is, are you going to rebirth that cycle? And I know what your thought is. You're like, well, when, how, I don't know. And blah, blah, and you're like stagnant. It's like, you do know how. You need to, those church bells, you need to confront the darkness within you. The fear, the obsession, possible addictions. This card can be about all kinds of addictions, sexual addictions, drug addictions. This can also just be a card of like idolizing other people. And when we talk about the Bible, it's like you don't all idolize false gods. You recognize that as a spiritual leader and healer and teacher, we are all like gods within ourselves. God is within us. We co-create with Source. No one is better or worse here. And if you believe you are better than others or others are better than you, then you really need to reflect on that this month, okay? Because, yeah, there's just some, like, you're not speaking your truth or telling someone how you feel. This energy, Sagittarians, like, I love you guys, but whoa. You know, it's interesting because last month Scorpio was like this, and I feel like we're moving into that wheelhouse of you. And you need to, this is, yeah. And also, by the way, especially with the full moon we have coming up in a couple of weeks, you should not be around family, friends, lovers. Like, I just, to me, that feels like a energy, it's going to drain you even more. Like, you shouldn't be entertaining all these options. Like, I feel like you're like, it's the middle of summer, I'm going to go do this and this and this. And it's like, whatever that weekend is in a couple of weeks, like, you need to pull back, okay? This also might affect your finances. Maybe some of you are insecure about the way you make money, or there's something that you know is maybe shady about the way you make money, or like others or partners making money. And you need to address that, okay? Because you have abundance here. You have wealth here. You might have a wonderful job here, but there's something about that job that is making you insecure. Or maybe you're just comparing yourself to others, right? Maybe that's the awakening. You're just constantly like, I want to do the next thing. King of Pentacles here. Always focused on that coin. And it's like, at some point you got to realize, like, I got to balance my head and my heart. I got to balance my work with my relationships with my love life. Like, I got to balance this. Like, what's the point of life if you get to the end of life? And yeah, it's a command center here. It's like, who is in charge of you? Are you in charge of you? Or are you letting work control you and others control you? Because this feels like you're just massive heartbreak after heartbreak. You're just stuck. You are just stuck. And I'm just, wow. And so we have the Empress here. You know, if there's a feminine energy in your life, and again, bodies do not matter, you guys. We both carry feminine energy and masculine energy. If you're curious, am I more feminine or masculine energy currently? We're both, but which one are you, or which aspects of what do you need to work on healing? My website, gingermama.com, has 3 A's on the end. If you go to my website, there's a free article with blogs, and they're blogs I've written. I have a wonderful blog with bullet points of what wounded feminine and wounded masculine energy looks like. And part of wounded masculine energy is someone that hyper obsesses about work, is unable to like balance that. And so go ask yourself, because there is a feminine energy in your life. It could be a mother, a sister, a partner, or whatever, or a piece of you. I feel like this might even, if you're more in your masculine energy right now, a part of you that's just nurturing and feminine, and it's not shady, but it's like you want to embrace that, but you're like fighting it, and I don't know why. It's like there's conflict here, like where you feel like you need to be in one energy or the other. So yeah, this month, guys, try to lay the burden down, okay? Try to focus on your own judgment. Like, if let's go here, if this was, do you hear the trains? If this was really judgment time, and I firmly believe it is, so do the other spiritual teachers and leaders on here, all the visions we receive and downloads are just about that. If you were judging yourself right now, if life ended tomorrow and you're up in the clouds before the High Council and you have to judge yourself in front of everyone, what are you going to tell them? Did you take accountability for the ways you wronged others or lied or cheated or anything? Are you in good karma? Judgment upright is about good karma. So you're being asked this month to ask, am I in good karma? And if you're like, yeah, I am. I'm a good person. I'm doing things right. Nothing shady here. I sleep well at night. I don't have nightmares. By the way, if you're having massive nightmares, tap in with that. That's source trying to say you are around someone who is in negative karma. Get away from them. Or it's source saying you yourself need to let go of something. That devil that came out earlier, there's something there that you need to address. As above, so below. That's also in the Our Father. We're trying to create heaven on earth, right? So our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. On earth as it is in heaven. That is the same as when you hear spiritual teachers say, as above, so below. Whatever is occurring in the spirit realms, we are trying to make sure, train confirming, we're grounding here in 3D. Anything in your dreams is a direct reflection of your current energy or friends or family. I've had dreams with coworkers, friends, colleagues, and I don't tell them this. I've had dreams with them in it where I'm like, oh, they're shady as fuck. Oh, shit. And I've course corrected. I've walked away. I've been like, oh, God, you showed me that. Thanks. And then I didn't have another dream about it. It was all good. Ask yourself, really ask yourself, like now, like this month, because this affects your finances too. Are you involved in an organization or people? This just feels like something that you're involved in that is not, it's shady in some way, and you know it. And it's causing you, just, I don't know. And also, I always ask people, I'm like, how do you think you appear in others' dreams? Just curious. Yeah, to God confirming. How do you think others dream about you? I mean, just a thought, because like we all end up in each other's dreams to some degree, especially the more you awaken. By the way, if you're having trouble dreaming, you're like, I don't dream. Set the intent to dream. Ask Source. Say, God, I want to dream. And that's the first step. B, drink water before bed. And C, do not take any medications, marijuana, alcohol before bed, okay? And you will start dreaming. Start looking those dreams up, okay? Look, guys, by the end of the month, if you can slow it down, Knight of Cups, if you can stop charging ahead and thinking you know better than the universe, yeah, as they're honking those horns, look, the universe is like a ping. It's like a signal. They're ahead of you. And they're constantly pinging to you, hey, I already know what's coming. I know it's coming for you tonight, tomorrow. Do this now. Slow down now. Do this. Slow down. If you can follow and flow with that and focus on you, harnessing your energy, finding emotional fulfillment within you, not outside people, you're going to begin to feel so much more balanced, okay? Life is going to become much easier, but you must put in the hard work to do that. You have to be the one to take accountability for you. And many of you need to be writing, journaling, getting real with yourself. How have I treated others? How have I allowed others to treat me? And don't do the blame thing. Don't do the victim thing. But just get real with yourself. Where can I be a better human? Where could I be a better human? All right, that's part of your awakening this month. So anything else coming in for you? Personal growth, look at that. Personal growth, moral issues reversed. Many of you, you guys, so many people are really good at pointing the finger to others. Oh, those politicians, those this, they didn't do this morally right, or I would have done it this way or that way. What are you doing? A spiritual awakening is all about looking in the mirror and saying, where am I not walking the walk and talking the talk? That's what an awakening is, okay? Also, some of you, while you're sitting more in stillness, right, or like just away from these other energies, get creative. I want you to tap into your creative side. Music, art, whatever it is, dancing, like gymnastics, like whatever it is that you used to like to do. Like I'm picturing someone like cheerleading, like in their house. Like I used to be a cheerleader and they're like doing cheers or something. Like do it. I know you're gonna feel kind of silly. Who cares? Who cares? It's how you release these emotions. It's how you bring back up some of this stuff. And it's how you clear it out, okay? If you don't do that, you're a trash composter. You're literally emotion, trauma, emotion, pain, trauma, emotion. You pack it down, eventually you explode. And what does that become? That bonfire of anger. And that's what we're trying to avoid, guys. Okay, we're trying to say, how can we creatively flow these emotions? And by the way, if there is pain, trauma, or anger, you can also flow that creatively through that. Like I'm picturing someone painting, or just like a really detailed like sketch, like dark, light, like chalk drawing of some kind. Yeah, like really dark light shadows there. But anyways, and yeah, the word for that, I think in Italian, my cat, we call her Shira, but it's Cherusco, I think. You'll have to look it up, but it's about that balance of dark and light and like the in-between. And I feel like that's kind of where you are, Sagittarius. You're not like, right, we're all dark, we're all light, there's nothing wrong with you. But you're in this middle where you're just like, is this real or not? And what's happening is you need to trust the mystery of this. Source is trying to create space for what is coming into your life, which is abundance, success, love, wealth. But first you have to trust that this is real. Trust the mystery of it. Many of you, I feel like, are just too in your heads. Okay? Okay? Also, some of you need to rest. Meditate. Follow your intuition, especially as you meditate. Maybe see if the color purple is coming in for you. Start looking into the color purple this month. Anything purple you see might be very significant, okay? Look up purple, Google what it means, all of that, spiritual meaning. Purple is important. Also, you are protected. Please keep this in mind. If you're leaving a job, a career, a relationship, and you're worried about kickback, I hear this from a lot of people. I'm worried, like you're almost like you feel like you're blackmailed or something. You're not. I assure you, if you're following in flow with Source and you're doing the right thing, what's done in the dark will always come to the light, and you are totally protected and held, and you will be favored. It will cleanse you. You are good to go. So do the right thing. That is what you're being called to do in the month of June. I love you. You guys got this. I know it can be rough, but you got this. I love you. Stay tuned for next month. Please subscribe.